All right, number 5, last one on here. Again, I'm just going to go through my choices and kind of narrow them down here. Should hopefully be getting easier by now to make those indications on what we're talking about here. 2 out of 2, I automatically know that that's one whole exactly. Okay, if I have 2 of something out of 2 pieces, that's one whole. 14 thirds, and we'll start talking about that's called an improper fraction. We'll talk about that a little bit more later on. But 14 thirds, I should just be able to look at that and tell, well, if it takes 3 thirds to make a whole, I've got 14. That's way bigger than one whole. So I'm going to put in above 1 there. If I go down the line here, 2/8, okay, half of 8 is 4, so 2 is less than that, so that's going to be less than half. 3/4, half of 4 is 2, 3 is bigger than that, so that's going to be more than half. And my last one, 1 is way less than half of 61, so that's going to be less than half. So if I go down the line here of my things, my more than 1 is going to be the biggest one, so I'll put the 5 there, and my 1 is going to be the next biggest one. Now I've got 2 less than halves and a more than half, so that's going to be number 3. Now I just have to differentiate between the less than halves, and this one's really pretty easy. This one's a lot easier than number 3 when we had to decide between the less than halves. Because if you think about how these pieces would be, if you had something that, and I'll attempt to draw this, it probably won't look very good, and I'll try to keep it all the same, but bear with me here. If we had this box and we had 2 out of 8 filled in, okay, there we go. Okay, same size box. I got to cut this into 61 pieces. Okay, I don't even know what it's going to look like, but probably the pieces are going to be like that big if I cut it into 61 pieces. So I only get for 1/61st, I only get one of those pieces. So I'm going to fill in one of those pieces. Now, it's easy to make the comparison here. They're both less than half. This one is way less than half because we only get that much, whereas at least this one we get that much anyway. So that means that this one's going to be the next one, and this one is by far going to be the smallest. Now, you're done with this. You've gone through it. Here's what I'd like you to do. It can just be a scratch piece of paper, just a piece of garbage that you find on the floor. It doesn't matter to me. You can share a piece of paper. What I want you to do, I want you to put your name on the paper, and I want you to give me a confidence level as far as how you're doing with this. Okay, we'll just do 1 to 5. If you put 5, that means that you could show somebody how to do this tomorrow without a problem. 3, you're so-so. 1, you need a lot of help. Okay, and please, I'm not going to show these to anybody else. Please be honest with me because I need to know where you're at to see what we should start tomorrow or if I need to get some people help. So please submit that in the tray when you are finished.